And we're live. Hello, everyone, who I'm assuming mostly came from Lindsay's stream. And yeah, welcome to this, the second sprint, not second sprint, second
hour.
There we go. Thank you, Charlie. The second hour of the World Wide Writeathon. And I'm here with KaShay and Charlie, and I'll let you introduce yourselves and like maybe say what you're working on for this hour. KaShay?
Hey everybody, I'm KaShay. I've taken a week-long hiatus, so it's like nice to see everybody today. Happy to see everybody in the comments. So I'm trying to go for 10,000 today, but right now I am editing pictures from a maternity photo shoot I did a couple of weeks ago. So that's what I'll be working on this hour, is finishing up these edits to send to the client. So that's what I'm working on.
Hello, everybody. My name is Charlie Dorset. I write under the name C.E. Dorset. I do science fiction and dark urban fantasy. And I'm probably going to be hopping back and forth between my two projects throughout this, whichever one has me at the moment.
Awesome. And both their channels are linked below. And if you are new to my channel, I'm Lizelle Sambury. This is my channel. I'm a young adult author. My book, Blood Like Magic, comes out from Margaret K. McElderry in summer 2021. And I talk about that on the channel. And this is one of my, I think this is my second live stream that I'm hosting myself. So thanks for being here, everybody. And yeah, it's exciting. This is really good. I'm going to check in with the chat. The chat is busy.
Yes, it is.
Marissa is like, oh gosh, I've like pressed the wrong one now. There we go. Working on fanfic. No, it's jumped. Everything is just the link in my description box doesn't work. That's strange. I will fix that on a sprint to make sure it works. Because it was working before, and apparently now not so much, but I will fix that.
I'm on the Gwen JKS train. Can't wait to read Lizelle's books. I'm on that train. Right now. I'm ready for those to come out.
It's like partially exciting and like partially terrifying, even though you write books because you want people to read them and you're like, yay, people will read them. But then there's like a sudden like, oh my God, people will read them.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
And when you do sci-fi fantasy, you just wait for the letters to come in about everything that you got wrong or didn't think about doing, or, well, actually.
Yes.
And I love those debates with readers.
Yeah, all the world building, nitpicking, all the like, well, this and this. Yeah.
When I announced my sci-fi project, I got into a 3-day running debate with somebody over whether a species could evolve on a planet like that.
God. Oh, and I feel like people are extra hardcore with sci-fi about that. Yeah. I feel like fantasy, there's a little bit more leeway, but like sci-fi people are like, no, I'm here to get you on the science.
You just got to make sure you have your magic system down because people are paying attention.
Sorry, Great Fry is saying my Goodreads link is going to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and that is not what I want at all. I do not want to send people there. I will fix all of this in the during the spring because that's wild, and I'm not here to send people to She Who Must Not Be Named. It's not of my interest.
Whenever somebody says that, I giggle because, like, Sid did a vlog and he says in there, "She who shall not be named," and it's just funny. Like, I just love it every time.
Yeah. Well, on that note, why don't we go ahead and jump into a sprint, and then we can get writing, and I can fix all of the things I've messed up.
It's the gremlins.
Oh gosh, yeah. There we go. And I'm using Sid's Pack's timer, and I'll link to his channel when I'm fixing my other links. So, oh, it does go to the author page. So Great Fry was just here to mess with me. Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start it if everybody's ready. And here goes our first sprint. That's the sprint. I did fix my link. It is actually going to my book now. So that is fixed. How did you do?
I
Whoever wants
got
to
3
go
pictures
first.
edited, so yay.
I'm working through this chapter, and then I got to some very questionable name choices because it's sci-fi, and I'm just like, I don't think I like the sound of that anymore. So, time to rename some bad guys groups.
It's hard. In sci-fi too, because like depending on the sort of world you've built, like you could have a lot more complicated names, you could have less complicated names, and like all different sorts of things. A writer I know also like had like very different pronoun systems for all the different like types of like aliens and stuff in her book and their book, sorry, and that like was also something they had to pay attention to.
Yeah, it's never a good sign when you're reading your own description and you're like, I did that? I named that? Why did I pick that name?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. And that's just something that you like pass through it and you're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I don't like it and I'll just change it. Yeah. I don't know if I said what I was working on. I think I forgot because my Goodreads link was all over the place. But I'm working on a horror work in progress. So I've just been editing that. This is kind of my final stage of editing. So mostly I'm reading through and like making like quite small, detailed changes. So I finished off the latter half of a chapter.
Good word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's getting in bunches of words. Nerdy book nerd is finishing dinner. Plotting out of book 3.
Ooh, Megan's is editing her fanfic. I can't wait for that. She's doing a Jane Austen fanfic where the girls get revenge on the guys.
Okay.
I can't wait.
That's cool. That's always great when people write fanfic. I just found that I would read a lot of fanfic and then I never wrote my own because I was like, but like I was living off of other people's fan fiction and like what they wrote. People get like so creative, stuff that like wouldn't even think of.
Last week we started doing Fanfic Friday streams on my channel, and the goal is just to get back to the sheer joy of writing without stress. And we've all picked fanfic projects, and it's been a lot of fun just to reconnect to that joy that we had as kids, where we weren't worried like, is this going to make money? Are people going to read this? Like, I don't care. It's fun. I need that more of that in my life.
Exactly. Just enjoying it.
Yep.
Oh, is it working?
Hi, Eva.
Well, I'm sure it's up there. There we go. Thanks, Eva, for the super chat, and thanks for stopping by. And now I'm struggling.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool to like do fanfic and like it's true because you kind of get back to that. You get to the joy of fandom. You're just writing. And again, you don't have to sell it. You in fact cannot. So yep. You have that kind of freedom of just like doing the project.
Because a lot of us were talking, and it's not that we don't enjoy the writing that we're doing. It's just there's those pressures like, are my readers going to like this? Is this going to, all those business decisions that keep cropping in. And we just wanted to just get back into the joy of writing for just writing's sake and make sure we keep that connection alive in us, because we don't want that to go away.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta love it. And that's the thing. However much like writers like talk about suffering when they write, like you still gotta enjoy it. It can't all be suffering.
Oh, exactly.
can. Let's see what people are doing. Cinderella retellings.
Oh, that would probably be the Dodling Writers. It
Mm.
is amazing. It is really, really good.
It's exciting. Retellings are cool too. They're kind of like their own sort of fanfic
Yep.
in a way, but one that you could if you wanted to sell.
I think people will pay her for this one because I've been reading it. It's really good.
Oh, that's so good. That's awesome. Do we want to do another sprint? Are you ready? Okay.
Let's do one more.
I'm gonna get this happening. Hold on. There we go. Just gonna do another 15. And there we go. That's the stream. How did everyone do? Charlie, you look like you're having a time.
Oh goodness, what's going on over there?
Well, I figured out why I didn't like the name because I changed it in my draft about 5 years ago, and this was like the one place that I missed it. And that's why I couldn't find them in my notes anywhere. And I'm like, who are you? How did you get in this book? So keep version histories on your files.
Oh,
And
wow.
you can solve unsolvable mysteries like this too.
Yeah, that's helpful. The versioning. So you can avoid.
Yes.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
yeah. I
God.
took off 15 minutes, but I figured out what was wrong and fixed it.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yes.
Oh,
So I got almost all the ones
How about you,
I need
KaShay?
to email the client edited. I think I have like 2 more in this last outfit. These pictures are adorable. Like I just love like little black families growing and stuff. It's just awesome seeing the little maternity pictures. So I'm excited, and it's giving me like a mini little story vibe, like a little short story that I could like come up with. So I'm like letting that like mellow around in my head so that on the next stream I'm like, okay, I'm done editing pictures, I can get to writing words. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Let the threads settle.
Exactly.
Percolate.
Exactly.
That's awesome. I edited half of a chapter. I'm going really slow through these because I think this is going to be like basically a final edit, or as much a final edit as like a book can be finally edited. A final edit before I send it to anyone. And so I'm trying to catch all of my little inconsistencies, and so I have to go like so much slower than usual, which is semi-painful, but it's helpful because I'm catching stuff because I am a typo queen.
If I can just say, there's no such thing as a final edit. My first book came out 15 years ago, and every time I think about it, I'm like, there's that one subplot in there that never really worked out well. Maybe we could do a special edit. No, work forward, not back, work forward.
Yeah. That's why I'm like as final as an edit can be. Like it's not truly a final edit. It's just the final edit of this stage, and then I'll send it to my agent, and then we'll probably edit it more. And then if it sells, then we'll edit it even more. And like I am, at least in traditional publishing, I'm forced to have a final edit because at a certain point they will no longer let me change it. But I could see like for indie pub, like I feel like it would be so hard to not just be like, well, let me just go in and change it.
I'm not saying that I've released special editions with additional information and updated words before, because I may secretly be working on one of those now in the background.
Sometimes you gotta go for it though, and it's like that's the like cool extra benefit. Like you can do that stuff, and like
yeah, especially because getting the feedback from reviews and stuff, you start saying, oh, people really liked that character. Oh, they should be more prominent in the later books. And so you want to beef them up just a little bit. And because if you update the file, anybody who bought it on Kindle gets the new one automatically. You just mark it as a new edition. And they even get an announcement, a new edition of your book is available. So they know that they can read it again. So I had some lower tier characters that were the most popular characters, so they're getting beefed up a bit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
How are people doing in chat? People are talking about all their amazing food that they're eating.
I'm just soaking up what you guys are talking about since I'm the only non-published person on here. Like I'm like, oh, okay, so special editions. That's a thing I should remember. Oh, edit. Right. Eventually you should stop editing, probably. Got it. I'm just listening.
And even if you just can get a few for yourself, if you're doing indie pub, make sure to get some hardcovers that you can take around to events, because people, especially your hardcore fans, really like getting signed hardcovers. and they can be really expensive and feel weird to put like a $30-$40 book for an indie pub, book out there. But if you order them yourself and keep a small supply of them to bring around with you, you can make it a lot more reasonable. So
that's really good. That's good advice. Getting all the tips.
The only published author tuber I know that's doing hardcovers is the Naked Firefly. Like, she's the only one I've met that's doing them, and she's doing autographed copies as well. So I got that little knowledge from watching her.
Yeah, of the Healer's Love. Naked Firefly also has a channel.
It's always in hands reach. Like, Lizelle, when your book comes out, like, watch, I'm gonna just be like, oh, Blood Like Magic, here you go. Yeah, no, this book that came out. Yeah, I got you.
That's awesome, and that's perfect. And you could show everyone the lovely cover. Do we want to try and sneak in like a 10-minute sprint?
I like sneaking in sprints.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I will figure out. I think can't use the 15-minute one, so I think I gotta stop that. I gotta get a new timer up here. Okay, it's happening.
Everybody's using all the fancy timers. I feel so like out of it still using the Google one.
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to right now.
No, the smaller ones, it's hard to find. So anybody out there who is making timers, make some 5-10 minute ones, because people want those sprints sometimes and they're hard to find.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to have a couple smaller ones.
Sid, I know you watching, so 5 and 10 minute timer request. Sid, 5 and 10 minute timer request.
Yeah,
I almost did that, but you know me, I don't call people out on my streams.
That's my little brother. I'm gonna call him out. Sid, we need 5 and 10 minute timers, sir. Thank you. We appreciate your hard work.
There you go.
That didn't work at all. Okay, I'm gonna start up.
You have to zoom out once you make it full screen.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? Okay, hold on.
There you go.
There we go. Charlie with the tricks. And there we go. Oh, wait, what time is it? Yes, I'm doing time correctly. And that's the last sprint. How did things go for that last one?
I got distracted the last one. I'm not even gonna lie. I get super distracted. That 10 minutes went by way faster than I thought it was going to.
Did some work on my story Bible. Trying to keep everything straight.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Ish.
I always think that I need to do one of those, and then I don't.
I use an app called Story Planner that makes it really easy because it's got character tab, locations tab, and plot tab. And you can just plug it in. Just plug and play. Works on my phone, works on my desktop.
Oh. Yeah, that's awesome. Everyone did really good on their sprints, got some editing done, got some drafting done. And that's awesome. And the next, I feel like the next stream is starting at 3, but don't quote me on that. But I did link the playlist in the description, so you can click on
it.
The
It starts
playlist.
in 15 minutes, and it will be on Dana Gollin's channel. So definitely.
Yay! Perfect.
Make sure you follow the follow train.
Yeah. And thanks to you too for being on the stream. Thanks, KaShay. Thanks, Charlie. This is the first time I've had you on one of my live streams. I've only done 2, but still.
This was fun.
Well, if ever you want to do more, I am glad to co-host with you, Miss Lizelle. Yeah. You are an awesome host.
Yeah, that would be great.
I do 2 a week on Wednesday and Friday.
Yes, I want to come to one of yours, so I'm going to make that happen. And yeah, I guess we'll stop the stream and then see you in the next one. I won't be in it, but you will see other people in it. And
Bye.